Hey, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody is here. Fantastic. This will be a light one. Dan is here, so you know what? Dan's going to be getting the most attention today because I think he's looking to learn a little bit about product creation, right, Dan?
Yes, I am.
All right, you came to the right place, man. I'm a master at it. I've done probably over 1 million hours doing it, so I'm just letting you know that you came to the right place. Let me just get this video on YouTube, and I'm going to help you out quite a bit today. And believe it or not, and guess what? Riff and I were talking about you guys and how to situate and help you guys out. I think you guys are going to do very, very cool, and I'm going to be able to help you definitely. I'm streaming. Cool. Just getting. Let me see. This. Bam, bam, and then screencast. Manic. What I do is I double up on everything just in case something doesn't, you know, they'll say, oh, where's my thing? Well, guess what? You'll go hang out and record this one time. And it does happen. So when you have your own coaching group, you're going to learn real quick that things don't work all the time. Okay, make sure, okay, we are recorded. Let me see real quick. Just making sure everything works. All right. Today we're going to talk about product creation. And you asked about how to start, what do you do? Okay, now real important, I just want to make sure you realize this, is that when you purchase other products, you're not going to rip them off or anything, but you purchase other products, you purchase many, probably for many years, especially $7 products, if I'm right, is that what you're doing is you're reverse engineering. You get what that is, and I know you understand what I'm talking about. Basically, what you're doing is that when you see what they're purchasing, so you see exactly what they do, and then you see the OTOs, and then you take screenshots of everything. Very important. That way you have a going record of everything, because sooner or later what happens that you're going to be launching a product very similar, and you wish that you had that copy, which you can actually basically trick it up a little bit to your own details. That's basically almost called like having a swipe file. A swipe file is very similar to it because what a swipe file is that we take all the email swipes that all the emails from other folks out there that are actually sending emails out for different products, and we put them in a swipe file and we categorize it. For example, video streaming, Pinterest launch, coaching, whatever. And that's all inside there. That new way you take ideas from one, you do the other. The same thing that is happening when you put out a product. You see, you have sales pages. Sales pages are probably the main key to your product creation. Let me explain why. The first thing that they see when they look at your product or even think about purchasing is the sales page. They don't see the inside of the product. They don't see all the cool videos you did, all the PDFs, all the cool, it's just all the stuff that you really gave, the over delivery. So basically what I usually do, and I suggest, especially to newer people, is start with your sales page yet, because that will be a template for the product. And once you get your sales page created, then what I would do is I would start with your JV page, get that done right away. JV page is very easy. You can copy somewhat of us a little bit, but trick it up your own way because you want to be an individual. And you want to put a video up there for the thing. Just use it as a template. Okay, I've been doing this for many years, and what we do now just really dang works. Now, with your video product launch, you were asking about a case study. Until you have proof or money shots, it's pretty hard to have a case study. Now, there's a way around it. If you have somebody else that has used similar as your product, but is getting huge results, you may sometimes want to make him part of your launch. Let's say, for example, that he has created maybe $10,000 in 1 day or 1 month, and he's doing maybe putting videos up on YouTube, ranking them real quick, and using them as review videos. So you call him Mr. X. I've used Mr. X many times, and you can use his proof and use him as a case study, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And that is a way around that. Also, your video training should be 1 to 3 minutes long. If you're charging, and then now, if you're charging $7, I would like to say at least 8 videos minimally in there. Don't, what's the thing about it is that when you do a product launch, you want to over deliver. Just like when Grip has this, he's going to be giving some crazy bonuses that are like worth a lot of money. It's almost like your bonuses are going to be worth almost more than what the product is, if that makes sense. What you're doing is you're over delivering. What happens is that when I used to put out products by myself without Grip, people would come on here and I got screenshots said, I buy everything that James Knight puts out. The reason was because I had a huge reputation of over delivering and being a great teacher, which you guys are too. So over delivering is very important. Your case study and proof will either come from you or it can come from somebody else. And you can name them Mr. X. I love Mr. X. That way they don't bother that person during the launch, because sometimes they just want to maybe have a piece of the action or a small piece of the action, maybe a list. I don't know what it is, but it'll kind of put more of the emphasis on you as the product creators. Does that make sense?
Yes. I guess in my situation, I'm not going to have any proof of making money for anything that I do right now. So I'm going to have to find a Mr. X,
Maybe
I guess.
I can help you on that. Believe it or not, I brought out a lot of launches, especially 6-figure launches, and a lot of people don't even know I'm aware of it. Basically because I'm the idea man. What are you creating? And tell me a little bit about it. I'll show you, and I'll find out a money angle. And just give me the 10-second elevator pitch or 30-second elevator pitch.
Yeah, what I was doing is showing how to set up Google Tag Manager and incorporate the like the Facebook tags, Google Analytic tags, Bing tags, and put that into the Google Tag Manager and put Google Tag Manager on a landing page or a website for pixel tracking.
I got that. And the landing page, what do you use the landing page for?
Collecting leads or selling a product. Depends on what I'm doing.
You see what I'm doing with you, Dan, and everything. I'm leading you just like a lawyer. I was going to be a lawyer, okay? I know the answer to every one of your questions. So if you're actually probably going to get leads, the leads are actually going to be used for an email, of course, to promote a product, affiliate product, am I right?
Yes.
If you actually create a product for the landing page, that's still going to be something that you're going to probably use to actually push a product or an affiliate. So let's say, for example, you contact a Mr. X and he's really like James Knight behind the scenes. I check it out. I've used something similar to it. And there you go. I can show a $300, $500, or $1,000 a day shot, just like that. Here's your case study. And I can actually use it and actually almost do it. Or you can actually use it yourself or try to. But here's the thing. It takes a while for your brand. Like, for example, I'm going to the Journey concert. I mean, you know who Journey is, right? But
yep.
Why would I be going to Journey on Sunday? Because of their brand recognition. I know what they expect. I know the songs. I know what I'm going to get. That's the same thing once you build your brand. That's the same thing with me. If I put something out, they know me for a while, so they know what to expect, what to get. They know that I usually promote products that have a 30-day guarantee and kind of weasel claw to get out of it, but they don't like it. Plus, I check the products out. I ask for review copies. What you want to do is that at the same time, you want to brand yourself. If you can establish the proof on your own, which you can possibly do, that will be stronger. All you're doing is you're promoting an affiliate product. If you're good with videos, you don't have to put this out next week or next 3 weeks. If it takes 2-3 weeks to actually get some money in account to prove that, you're much more ahead of the game. And then you're actually branding a Dan instead of a James Knight. I already have my branding already. We need to brand Tom and Dan, if that makes sense. I don't want to steal the thunder away, because if I am any part of your launch, it will not be your launch anymore, because everybody's going to think it's my launch. Questions? You got my ear right now.
So do you actually have a checklist where you say, okay, create a sales page, create a JV page, create autoresponder emails?
Muscle memory. It's muscle memory. I'm going to tell you what to do, and you want to take notes right now. It's going to be real quick, very simple to do. Sales page first. That's what I used to teach a lot of people. People used to pay me $5,000 a month. This is what I teach.
So do you outsource this stuff?
No,
here.
I'm hands-on. Well, Grit does some of it.
Let me jump in. Let me jump in here for a second. Copy first.
Mm-hmm.
You got to know what the hell it does, what it's going to do, and how it's going to, what pain points you're going to solve. What are the pain points? How are you going to solve them? Copy first. JV page second.
Mm-hmm.
Sales page third. Because you're going to ring out your copy on the JV page first.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be tweaking it. You're going to tweak it and tweak it and tweak it and tweak it because the copy is never going to be the way you want it until launch day. Always happens that way. I've got a guy that I have used for a copywriter. I still use him occasionally. But I've got so many friggin' sales pages that I can cut and grab shit from just about anywhere to put on a new sales page.
Template, swipes. Remember I told you swipe file?
I mean, I've got 30 templates from 30 launches. And if I just want to grab something, I just grab it and redo it.
So what do you use to create your page?
Instabuilder. Instabuilder is what I use for my pages. Hang on, I'll get you a link. I'll put it in here. Not the new one, the old one.
Always looking for that. Send me your sales pages. I'll look them over. Testimonials have to be on that sales page. Everybody here will give you a testimonial. Should, hopefully. Either written or video.
Yeah, that thing that Sean Donahue put out, it's a complicated nightmare, so I don't recommend it. I own it. I own the old one. I also own the original one from Code Canyon where he stole it from. But his new one is better, but it's still as clunky as the original one. Instabuilder's been around forever. It's bulletproof, no issues, no nothing. You can build a page, and there's a godzillion templates. You can have a page up in 30 seconds, and all you got to do is change the copy. It's not.
When you have a partner, that's the great thing about having a partner of maybe 2 or 3 people. They all invest in the guys because you're equal.
What's the best way of picking a domain name?
There is no best way. You just pick. Here's the thing, is that it's a 2-word thing I usually like to use, and the domain name is only maybe alive for maybe 3 days. After that, your launch is over with. Launches don't usually, unless it's a good launch, and usually ours lasts at least 7 days, sometimes more or sometimes less. But we after that, it's dead in the water. Oh, here's the thing. But here's the thing is that you want to make it. It's not necessarily dead because it has to hold the product, of course. But the whole thing is, but nobody's going to see it after that. That's why a lot of people they use, which I don't recommend, but they use a lot of trademark or YouTube inside their thing. But they get away with it, like the FB. I'm not even sure they use the FB or Facebook or whatever. But they know that, hey, you know what? By the time that anybody sees it, it's already dead in 3 days.
So you could do something with like, I don't know, somethingreviews.org or .com or .whatever.
Are you looking to do a website review site, something like that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dan's. Here's the thing. Dave's Honest Reviews. There you go.
Yeah. Cool.
That's and you know where basically you have integrity and everything. You know, that's how you have to. You know, it's very simple to do. Once you do a few video reviews of the sites, you'll start having. And then here's the thing, guys, and it's very important on everything. You have to start your Facebook ads. If you don't start them, you'll never learn it. I mean, I'm telling you, I don't tag people like some of these other affiliates because it's stupid, and you're going to create enemies real quick, and you're going to get caught out. You're going to do launches. You need to learn how to do your Facebook advertising. Very simple. Let me show you how simple it is. I'm going to share the screen real quick or anything. Application window.
James, I've just got approved for a ClickBank product as well that I was interested in, and I I name dropped your name.
It helps. It helps.
I've
Use
got
my name if you can.
I've got a proof.
It does open doors. I didn't want to tell you, but the guy, Irvin, and all those guys are real big. It's going to be probably a $500,000 product. They were literally begging me, and I can show you a screenshot, is that for a testimonial. Because a testimonial from me, that's what I'm saying. I'll give you guys my testimonial, is really big in this field because I know a lot of people, and a lot of people know me, and it can help your launch majorly. Who's asking me? Irvin and Yogesh and then these other, and Petrus. Of course, Rip is probably laughing because he knows all those guys. But you know what they're gonna get? They're gonna get crickets. And because it's a relaunch too, and I'm not there to help anybody out except for my friends and the members and all that, really, to be honest or anything. I'm getting everything ready so I can show you why you guys need to do the pages. Just trying to get this. Just kind of, let's see, pages.
Yeah, I put the link for InstaBuilder in the chat, so if you guys haven't seen it, it's there.
Okay.
That's not a bad price. It's $197 for unlimited domains,
That's what I've got, and I've had it for years.
which is a one-time payment, which is awesome.
Time deal. Yeah. Now, she has a monthly deal. If you want a monthly deal, and that's for monthly templates, because they put out a new set of templates every month.
But I
I mean,
think
some of them are going to use, some of them are. I mean, it's just a personal preference thing. And if you're going to get into the domain buying business, then if you're going to use GoDaddy, which is what I use, and I belong to the domain club, so domains only cost me $6. And that includes renewals, because I own 400, 500 domains. So it's
So does GoDaddy have scrapers on their site, or are there other people hacking into it where one day I'll go out there and I'll look for a domain name and it'll be just an obscure name, and I think I like it. The next day I want to go buy it and somebody else has already purchased it. It's like those bastards.
They could. You remember who you're dealing with. You're dealing with the world, and it could be a 14-year-old kid that could be doing that.
GoDaddy does that. If GoDaddy likes it and they see it, if it's not in your cart, you can bet they're going to flag it.
Put in your cart first.
Okay.
Put it in your cart, save it in your cart.
Also, a hot tip is be sure to check the domain. If it says it's free, then check the metrics on it first, because sometimes you get dropped domains which are being spammed to hell. Which
Not on GoDaddy usually. Domains are, once they're parked, they're parked. I release probably 10 a week. I let them go because I've never used them. Actually, I'm whittling them down. I'm trying to get under 100 domains this year. So
When you want to actually try to get affiliates and JVs for your launch, the combination of my Facebook ad that I did and the organic is probably, and I showed Rip, it probably was over 2,000 people reached within 24 hours. And I paid probably $2 and some change. So that's the potential that you can do once you learn about the Facebook ads and start using Rip's software. That highly works. I'm telling you. Rip will tell you.
Did you target individual people then for that ad, or did you just target internet marketers?
I'll tell you what I did. Here's two ways to do it. I have a Facebook page, about 3,700 people, but they're all people in internet marketing. Basically, they're not really personal friends. They're basically business friends. And what I do is I choose them and all their friends, because all their friends are most likely going to be internet marketers. Now, if you don't have 3,700 people on your Facebook page that basically like it, because they literally have to push like, it's really hard to get somebody to push like. I mean, they'll go on there, but they're not going to push like. You got to have loyalty out there. Just like the 24,000 mastermind group I have, you have to literally join my group. I can't buy you into there. If you don't have that, what I usually do is I put names in there such as Ty Gross, Ankit, which is a friend of mine. There's other guys out there that you'll know and everything. And then you just target them. And most chances are people such as me, I'm a friend of theirs. So you're going to target me also. Your videos are going to be much cheaper with video views because all you're trying to do is get in front of there. You're not really trying to get them to click it. Either they're going to click it because they want it to, or you can't force them to click it because if they're not interested, they're not interested. So just like I had around, I had some, but I had a bigger organic number than actually the paid, believe it or not. I had something like oh, hi, Eddie. Okay. Oh, cool. Can you give me a 30-minute call just to make sure I'm here so I have enough? Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Actually, can I text you my dad's number because I won't be here?
Yeah. Text it to me. You got my number.
Yes, I do. Thank you so much. Thanks. So, the paid ones were 940, and then the organic ones were probably about 1,400. Organic, of course, wasn't paid. That's huge, really huge. Everything, but that was all attributed to what? Drift streaming software. It's powerful stuff, man. And it's just a shame that everybody in here doesn't use it more because it's going to put money in your pocket. It actually works. And most of this stuff, and I have to say, literally crap out there. You buy it, and here's the thing. A lot of these guys, they're doing a video matrix, but they would make a whole launch of it just going after Pinterest, like one dude's coming up with, or Instagram. Griff has it where that he's going after Reddit, Tumblr, and a bunch of things. And that's what it is that sometimes, but it's good that he does it, but he over delivers. And that's where
That's a basic fault of mine, and I have to stop doing it.
But see, that's where he's getting a huge following. He's coming out. I mean, he'll tell you straight off from the minute basically we kind of worked of it. His launches basically kept on getting bigger and bigger, and people are starting to approach us because they know it's another Griff product because of the quality of the software. And it's not a plugin. It's not crap. It's cloud based. But that's what you guys want to do. You want to over deliver on your stuff. Now your first video when you do this, okay, I'm talking about the video thing, is you want to do an introduction. Should be less than 3 minutes. Where this is what I usually do, and I've been very highly successful. Fergo does it too, Fergo Downs, and that's where I actually picked up the idea originally, was that Fergo would go on there and say, hey, I'm Fergo Downs, and I want to say that, well, I'm putting my spiel because he didn't say the whole thing, but I actually made it even better. That I said, I just want to congratulate you and tell you that you made the right choice to actually join Hyper2 Profits. That's one of my first products. And I said, and then basically what you're going to do is you're going to learn this. You basically tell them about the bullet points, bam, 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 bam. And then what you want to do is you want to tell a little about, say, you know what, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself or anything. Then you put screenshots in yourself. I like to jump out of airplanes. You know, you show a picture of you jumping out of the airplane. I like to go hiking, a picture with you and your wife. You in Las Vegas, picture. Why do I do that in the beginning of the past or anything? We don't do that with Griff's product because I'm not the main guy on Griff is, but is because I want them to be bonded to me because friends when they like you, it's hard for them to refund something, if that makes sense. So that's why they used to say anything that James puts out, I buy. I mean, it was kind of funny in a way because Frank Swartz, I don't know if you guys know Frank Swartz. He was trained by Anthony Aries. He says one thing about James, he says it's hard to actually promote his stuff because when he does, there's over 300 affiliates that are hitting his stuff. He said, you should have seen all the emails. That was back in my heyday when I was putting out my own products. But the reason it was because they knew my sales page was going to be quality, my product was going to be quality, and if you decide to do money prizes, usually my money prizes were up there too. What I'm trying to say is you got to over deliver. And then before you put anything out, send me stuff. Send me everything that you have. Or actually just bring it up here and then we'll do screenshots. That way you're going to have Griff and I literally in real time look at that. And we're not going to pick it apart. Trust me, anything I say is going to put money in your pocket. And don't get your feelings hurt because I'm not going to hurt your feelings, but I'm going to make it much better. where I'm going to make it into a big product. Where I'm basically taking you is basically, there's a lot of guys that have been in this field, you guys, maybe 5 years, 7 years, and they still haven't put $1 in their pocket. I'm taking you from basically where you are to basically a big time guy, almost being your partner on this, when I'm really not. So we're all gonna be making a lot of money. So that's what I want you to do is get me the sales page when you got JV page and the product, and then I would put maybe coaching in the background. Charge $197, sell it on webinar. You know, but you have to be able to deliver whatever you say, and you want to have the guidelines. You don't want to have bullshit sessions. Just like on here today, what did I name it? Product creation review. You want to have an agenda, because I know you guys want to make money. You guys didn't want to do as much on the offline. I understand that, because that makes you want to have to get in front of somebody, and then you got to deliver on your promises. You know, it's like, oh shit, you know, what am I going to do? You know, and I get that. I'm not too. You know what? I was where you were at one time. Okay, and like I said before, if you take massive action, I promise you can make tons of money. I told you before that there were 697 people in that paid almost like $800 for actually a 4-week course. No, it was 2 weeks, and it was AdSense. I was the only one that made money on it. Everybody else is floundering or doing nothing. And that was maybe about 10 years ago. So all you guys have to do is take massive action. Just do a little bit more than everybody else, or you know, you're going to succeed in this. You should have a product done. Honestly, if it's a info product with reviews, or sorry, the videos, I'm not talking about software. You can have that done in 3 days flat. It would probably take me only maybe about maybe about 4 hours to put everything together, to be straight up honest. And I'm talking about it's almost perfect. Because there's really not a lot of work. Questions? Because I can go on and on, but I want to answer your specific questions. That way you can say, geez, I should have asked them this. Anything?
Well, go ahead, Dave.
I just wanted to ask, it's a bit off topic, but it's about the video matrix. Griff, for the social accounts, where you've got add new accounts for Reddit, Twitter, LinkedIn, can we import as many accounts as we want? And is that the whole idea?
Yeah, but don't knock your brains out, because you got to. You're in the review site is where you're at. You're not in the main software. This is just for playing. This is just for playing with it for now. As soon as it's uploaded into the main software, then you can do whatever the hell you want to do with it.
Oh, cool.
As many as you want.
Oh, so we have to reconnect. We have to reconnect all our sites again. Ah, okay.
Yep, I found out the hard way.
But yeah, when I do this, I mean, it's because I have so much stuff in agency. We make sure that the script flies on its own first, because if it doesn't, we could hose up the whole ball of wax. So my review sites are always separate, always. And once
But keep in mind, when you hook up your sites, Dan.
Have I what?
Once you're logged in, it's going to be very easy to do it.
Oh yeah, I just use a notepad.
Pinterest, Tumblr, and Instagrams, and you just push a button. Bam, you're connected.
Just grab it.
The hard-ass thing is to do is creating your username, your password, setting up a login.
Put it on a cheat sheet. Just stick it in a notepad. You got them all right there. So when it goes live, all you got to do is come over and cut and paste, and you're all done.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm creating some instructional videos for Video Matrix to use as a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
How? I guess I'm not sure. Do I just upload those to YouTube and have them unlisted? And how do I get the bonus information to the people that purchase?
Here's the thing, what I would suggest, and Griff probably give you a different way. I like having a personal relationship with my customers. That way I can get them to like my pages and give them personal invitations to maybe my marketing group. That's how I built that up. And I would ask them to private message me on Facebook, and I give a link to it. Bam. It's that simple, really. That way you're kind of, some people do it via email. I don't like email because a lot of times it goes in spam, or my email thing is basically also I'm on everybody's email list for a reason, so that I get everybody's email so I can use it for swipes.
How many videos are you doing?
What's that?
3 or 4.
Get them to me. I'll throw them up on my YouTube channel under your name. That way, we can put a link to your training videos right into that side of it, and that's your bonus. And then delivery is right inside of agency. You don't have to worry about delivering them.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Okay.
now you're gonna be famous.
All of my bonuses, I never have separate bonuses. Everything's delivered inside of agency, always. It just saves a shitload of aggravation and trouble. This is something you don't know, and I don't know how much of it's going to be or what it's going to be just yet. But we're going to take 2 or 3 of our Code Canyon scripts, personal use scripts, and we're going to use them as bonuses. And we're going to start it with this launch. So it's going to be Timer Planet. It may be the bare bones version of WebDoctor. I'm not sure yet, but we're going to give them 3 killer scripts, white label scripts, personal use only, as freebies. So,
Rip, can you put that on a separate doc for me, please? That way when I deliver to whoever it is, like an Andrew or Sam,
as long as I know what they are. Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise you put it on everything, then maybe everyone's getting it.
Yeah, it's. I had the brainstorm this morning. I was talking to Canuck this morning for about an hour. We had some other things to go over, and I said, we really need to just take 2 or 3 of our scripts and just put them out there. They're already white labeled. I mean, you can put your name and all that crap is, anyway. So it's not. We're not going to be losing a whole lot of money on the deal, so it's. I think it's a good idea.
Yes, it is.
Added value. So I'm always giving added value, and I give too damn much of it. That's my problem.
But you know what? Over delivering is a good thing. It's when you under deliver.
Yeah, and they're going to have
if you go to a restaurant and they give you a shitty hamburger, will you come back or give another try?
Yeah. They have to install it on their own server, so it's no load on me. So I figured it's a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then any other questions? Because I'm going to go into Mark Steele's question, which it doesn't make it there, but Mark, we're going to answer your questions on here. So try to.
I got one more question for Griff.
Yeah.
I thought I heard you say in one of the other webinars that you're working on some kind of a video hosting software. Is that true?
Yeah, well, it's still in the works.
Okay, but you still are doing or thinking of that.
Oh, yes.
Like I said, Josh Rada is coming out with a video hosting package thing next week.
Josh Rada's got his head up his ass. Here's a guy. No, I'm sorry. He's a nice kid, and his brain got bigger than his head. He had a couple of, 2 years ago, he couldn't fail on a launch. He was making $1 million. His last 4 products tanked. Overcomplicated. They don't work. He's got more issues than Santa's got presents. And I like Josh, but his shit don't work. So I won't release something until I know it works. I've got a killer video player. And what I want to do is I want to take that video player and modify it to a hosting platform. And that way we've got pre-roll, mid-roll, post-roll ads on hosted videos. So that's what I'm playing with.
I want to make this point, Dan, very important. You can make $100,000 this year if you follow what I'm telling you. But it's up to you if you're going to do it. If you go ahead with this, you need to have, and it has to be like hardcore. You have to have another launch next month. You and Tom or whoever you actually decide to go ahead with. If you don't go ahead with that, then it's going to be more like a Josh Rada, where that guy, you're going to disappear for a few months, and your customers will not even know or remember who you are because they have a very weak memory. So it's very important. Launch every month. Maybe pick the second week of, I don't care what it is, but you have to do it like otherwise, like I said before, they have a very you will make more money because of your reputation and them knowing you. And then here's the other thing. If you haven't done it yet, start your own fan page. You and you or whoever your partner, whoever you got a partner with somebody, on your own Facebook group.
Do a fan page.
Yeah.
Do a closed group later.
You need the fan page to actually do your Facebook ads. And mostly Griff software, it does work on some groups, but mostly on fan pages, I've noticed. You don't have a fan page, sometimes you're shit out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's that's the best way to do it. We're launching. I've got my launch calendar out. I think we're at 90 days, working on 120 days right now. So, but things happen. So if you got to move the first one, then all three of the ones behind it get backed up. It's kind of a juggling act. I got notice this morning that a little piece of software we've been working on is going to be done tomorrow. I'm not even quite sure what this little monster does yet. I was telling James a little bit about it this morning. It's going to be a quickie launch. Probably it may come before MediaCaster, because we're going to launch MediaCaster next month. But this little one has the potential to be a 2,000 or 3,000 copy seller. If I can get a little more information. I told them what I wanted to do. I didn't think they were going to be able to do it. Now they tell me it's done. I want to make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to do and how I want it done, and how I don't get slapped by Facebook when I do it. So
here's the thing, is that also make sure that you start friending people that are inside the industry. And I would start friending them now, not last minute. Start liking their posts. Start commenting under. Then they'll start getting to know you, because once you start trying to hit them up, it's going to be quick. It's going to, who's this guy? Who's this guy? It's very imperative you start doing that now instead of last minute. I'm friends with everybody that actually has ever been on the leaderboard, and I'm constantly renewing my. What I do is that I'm close to 5,000 friends. What I do is I actually delete a lot of people that are non-essentials. Non-essentials are basically people, unless it's a group like this, but anybody that can't send me sales. Because 5,000 people are not even enough, I tell you honestly. Or people that purchase my products, I keep them on also. Think of it as business. From there, any other questions?
Not right now.
Okay. Here's another part where I think I'm just going to go over real 45 seconds for Mark Steele. Mark, if you're listening, be nice in the group. Be nice, and you'll get more what's honey than bees or whatever. Okay. I'm always there to help everybody inside the group. So you want to learn about ranking videos. Everything that you need is inside the agency. You have the YouTube Spy, you have the backlink and stuff, all that stuff works. If you haven't touched it or if you haven't used it, start using it. You'll find out that it helps. The other part that's going to help you rank your videos is called live streaming. Start using it. I'm not going to give you my niches, except for the ones that are actually product reviews. And you look at any product review, and that, because we're asking for proof and everybody knows about that, probably number one. So look for James tonight, or look for maybe, let's say, for example, what is the product that I did, or anything on YouTube. Look at my YouTube videos and see where they're ranking. Most of the times they're ranking on number one in YouTube. And that's it. And I don't do much. It's a live streaming that actually is a powerhouse. That's why the next launch we're doing is called Video Matrix, the power of live streaming with the to actually all these authority sites that Griff is putting in there, and he's adding more at the same time, like Instagram and Pinterest, Tumblr, and all these other sites. Would you probably say that's right, what I said on help rank videos, Griff?
Yeah, hang on. I'm just trying to do 15 things here. What was the question?
Any ideas about ranking videos? I'll be right back. Somebody's banging on my garage door.
Yeah,
I have the whole.
Is it not your wife, James? It usually is around this time.
and there's no, everybody wants to know to rank videos. There's no magic wand, If it's streamed, it's got the juice. If you've got the right keywords, it's got the juice. If the keywords are intermingled in the body text, it's got more juice. If they're hashtagged below it with your backlinks videos, there's nothing more you can do. I mean, that's following the rules, and that's actually breaking one or two of them. That's the only way to do it. You're trying to compete for a high rank keyword, good luck. I mean, it's if you're going up with a domain name that's been around for 10 years and it's got a huge domain authority, you're not going to bump them. It ain't going to happen. I don't care how hard you try.
Can you speak a little bit on long tail keywords? I keep hearing that you're supposed to use long tail keywords, but who is going to search for a long tail keyword?
It's for promotion.
You look in Google AdWords or the AdWords search, and it tells you what the volume is, right, Griff? Can you explain a little bit about that? I'll be right back.
Well, yeah. Well, you can get into the tool, and we'll get to show you what the ad volumes for the words are. But I'm going to tell you honestly, this is my experience. Whenever anybody's talking about long tail keywords, it's for promotional use only. You want to show somebody on page 1? You show them something you ranked with a long tail keyword because nobody else did it.
Okay, I understand that, but like I said, nobody really is going to search for that long tail keyword.
No, I know, and I would never use them. I mean, I try not to. I try and keep the keywords to 3. Three words. 1, 2, 3.
But at the same time, I don't know.
9, 10. I mean, what's the point?
I don't know how good the video is, or if it's any different here in the UK, because I've done this video over here. I've just put a link in there, which I was trying to get on page 1 for a local term, which is chiropractor in Hammersmith, or chiropractor Hammersmith. Hammersmith is the location. Chiropractor being obviously what it is, but I ran this as a live stream, and I couldn't even find the video on.
That's Google. That's not you. That's not anything you're doing. Try as a test. Grab the same one and put the word best in front of it. Try best chiropractor. Use the one that's not ranking as a backlink to it, and see if it grows. Sometimes it takes the backlinks to push the original video up higher. But if you can get the views and get the page rank on a goofy one like best chiropractor, I mean, some people do search for that. Top, best, only. Use those crazy first words and do 3 videos. Do best chiropractor, whatever, and do chiropractors the best in, and use them as backlink juice.
Cheapest. Use the word cheapest. Here's the thing. I was going to tell you. I do a lot of local business, and I'll tell you real quick. Even when you look inside the Google AdWords planner, whatever, I might be kind of wrong or anything, but I get things done. Outside GSD. Griff knows that means get shit done. Is that even words that misspell, when you look inside the Google searches, it shows you what the volume that they're actually searching at. Maybe they spelled Dennis wrong, and then they put Dennis in Raleigh, North Carolina. The reason I knew about this, because in the early days when I started doing this 10 years, over a decade over again, one of the coaches that was talking about was telling me how he's making so much money, especially for people that are actually misspellings. Like Dennis might be spelled D-E-N-T-E-S-T. But check on the volume search. And somebody that mentions that, hey, no money is made in local business. I just told a guy that's doing my AC right now, I said, I normally charge $497 a month. I gave him about a 5 to 7 minute spiel. He just agreed to actually pay me $149 every month. Yes. I sold him in 5 minutes. That's all it takes. If you ask, you'll get. And that's no bullshit. God's honest truth, man. I just close it. After you do it so many times, it's just going to come out. And he doesn't even know what I do. He asked me, he says, I said, can I tell you what I do for a living? And there it was. And I popped it. And then I said, let me call you afterwards because I'm actually teaching, coaching on it right now. Oh, you actually teach it? I go, yeah, I do. And then you hear that in the background. That's what the guy's doing right now. It's called McGee, an AC guy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start him on that. And then by the time I get done with him in the next 2-3 months, he's going to be paying $495 to $795 because I'm going to add the social media. And then I'm going to add his email, doing his email into his customers because I'm going to actually let them know that, hey, summer's coming. You know what? You better have your AC checked for $35. I already talked about that also what I'm going to do. And then when they find something wrong with the AC, it's probably going to cost $1,000 or more. You know how they do it.
But you see, because what I wanted to do was I wanted to have my own social properties ranking on page 1, being video. You'll see, James, I post a link in the side of the chat bar, and you know that's just for a certain suburb. Now that suburb for Search Chiropractor Hammersmith, it's not a large suburb, so it's only like 25,000 or something. Which I'm trying to get the video on page 1, and it's nowhere at all. And I live streamed it, but I'll try what Griff mentioned as well about putting another video and saying best and then putting a link back to that. I also started building links back with the video matrix within Griff's system, and I'll see what happens there.
Here's the thing. A lot of times when you see a video that's already on page 1 of Google, chances are almost 90% chance you can get your video on there. I just want to mention that.
In the UK, there's not a lot of videos local, should I say. I hardly ever see any local. And when I try and get videos local on page 1, I just can't get them on page 1. So that's what I'm tampering with at the moment.
You're creating something that's going to help them out. You had something that was similar to the $97 a month you're paying. Is that around the corner, or what's your take on that?
Yeah, hang on a second. I'm just trying to look at this video.
I can't wait for him to create that. If he creates that, that's a game changer.
Dave, you've got, first of all, you got no keywords, you've got no body text, you got no nothing on that video.
Yeah, I'll just use that as an example with regards, I can add body and stuff in there. That's not a problem. I just threw that up the other day.
Well, that's why it's not ranking anywhere. I mean, you're never going to see that. That's not going to happen.
Okay. I'll put body text in it. That's not a problem.
Griff, you have a piece of software that I've actually used that myself. It's an analyzer. I forgot what it's actually called, but it actually says, oh, you should put your keywords inside your the body and everything, and you should do this and do that. I don't know what it's called, but everything that's inside the agency. It literally analyzes.
It's all inside Video Rank Rocket. I mean, you got tools to do all that shit inside Video Rank Rocket.
Yeah, I actually use that, and I think actually because it checks your whole video, and then it says, well, to actually get it SEO'd even more, you should put your keywords into the description.
And we'll even get you. It'll even find keywords for you. There's a keyword search in there too.
Right.
Yeah. So play with that.
Okay.
To do a video like you did, I mean, it's to just stick it up there as a test. That's just you might as well just hold your breath and pass out because you're going to pass out before it ranks anywhere.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
I'll give it a go.
I'm not slamming you. I mean, I've done the same.
No, that's cool.
I do it with a live stream. I'll stick a test live stream out there to see what the hell it'll do.
Well, that was a live stream, so that's why I'm testing.
Yeah, but you still got to put something in the body. So, because Google, when the spider looks at it, I mean, it's looking for that stuff.
Yeah.
And the more it doesn't see, the longer you're going to wait, and you're off in Never Never Land. So, no, I wouldn't.
Did you ping it,
cool.
Dave?
Sorry?
Did you ping it?
I didn't, but I did check if it was indexed, which it is.
Here's a thing for you, and I just want to let you realize this. And like I said, at one time I was the video guy, literally. I mean, you can ask Cliff Kerrigan; he'll tell you that. Is that after you make a video, it's an ongoing process to actually get it ranked. The first, probably, I probably right after I make a video, especially when I want to get it ranked, I spend at least an hour. I get it to all the video social sites like Vimeo and all that. You want to get it all, and how do you find them all? I think I even posted them one time. It's just Google video social sharing sites. You'll get maybe 15 or 20 of them. Make sure they're all inside there. And here's the thing, is a lot of times your Vimeo video, once you actually upload the same video to Vimeo, will actually get on page one of Google. I seen that where that I couldn't get a YouTube one on. So it's powerful stuff, really. There was something called Traffic Geyser, which I'm trying to get Rip to.
Okay, well here I'm gonna put this out here where Vimeo is concerned, because this is Vimeo can be a trap. Vimeo does not allow marketing videos, period. The guys that are using Vimeo for marketing videos have them set to unlisted. They're not public.
Oh.
So they don't get slapped. I can tell you 100 guys, Peter Beattie, Ray Lane, lost their Vimeo accounts because they were putting marketing videos in Vimeo. You can't do it. It's against their TOS. Period. So that's always been my point. Why do I want to be able to give guys a bunch of opportunity to upload into Vimeo when all it's going to do is get their accounts hammered? It doesn't make any sense. Marketing videos are tricky things, and
well, here's the thing, Griff. Possibly, a lot of people, they're not really using them for like, see, I don't use Vimeo for marketing for like affiliate trap. I use it for like promoting a business. Is that okay?
That's okay.
That's what I use Vimeo.
There's a difference between promotion and marketing.
And,
yeah, they're the same thing, but no, they're not the same.
But say, hey, here's a site that basically is okay. It seems like so far for now, but Vimeo and list these sites we can put inside the back room and say that they do not allow, against their terms of service, they don't allow marketing. But if you're promoting maybe a restaurant or maybe an AC Medic or air conditioning place, that AC Medic's one of my customers.
As long as it looks like a real video and doesn't come across as a spammy marketing video.
See, here's the thing. Traffic Geyser was the biggest software around. I used to pay over $140 a month for it. And that was back when I was really, really going after the, that's all I did was my main business. But it had something like 14, 15 sites that it would rank. And because it had these, because it would rank to these huge video sharing sites, it would get your video pretty quick to #1 on Google.
Well, that's what Matrix has all the capability of doing. So
can we add more ongoing sites such as those other ones? But we just put it on terms of service that, hey, if you're using it for a local business, that's okay. But if you're using it for affiliate, we put it inside there, even like a disclaimer, you know what I'm saying, when they first come in, which I could do a disclaimer, but it would actually help that launch even better, or even do a 2.0.
Yeah, my guys are searching for APIs now, so it's
okay.
Once we get them, we'll add them in there. Not a big deal.
See how Griff and I talk? This is basically how we come up with other ideas. Is that it's all?
I could tell James. Yeah, it's a matter of it'll work or you're full of shit, one or the other.
Definitely. Definitely. And the long tail keywords, I really go back to that. I've done very well with long tail keywords, and there's a lot of searches. You basically go under, I forgot what it was called. It's when you do your Google AdWords. I think when you guys do Google AdWords, there's a site out there that actually tells you exactly what the search volume is.
We have it in agency.
It's an agency too. I was going to say that too. It's an agency and it works really well. I've already used it, and you go in the Griff, you'll see I've already used it about 5-10 times already.
I'd have to look. Yeah, I think it's in YouTube Spy. Whatever one we're using the Google API in, it was either that or Video Rank Rocket.
Google Tools. I think it might be in Google Tools.
Might be.
Yeah.
I'd have to go check.
Then just look inside there and you just put your long tail keyword. There's searches. It might say 7,000 people per month. So don't think that long tail keywords are. I've made money with long tail keywords. Probably a lot more money than going after maybe one keyword such as loans. If I go for loans for vets, that's huge. That's a lot easier to rank than maybe just loans. And don't tell me that loans for vets is not something that a lot of people are searching for. I might be getting 30, 40,000 hits a month.
Yeah.
Or mesothelioma. Mesothelioma is going to be really difficult to do. But if you say, for example, mesothelioma for young children, I bet you rank probably a lot easier. You just got to pick your keywords, and you got to do your research ahead of time so you don't waste your time and you don't waste your money. Very important. Now, I want to go into Facebook advertising a little bit, just a little quick or anything. There's money to be made promoting ClickBank products. First of all, you got to know what your click rate is going to be. How much is it? Is it going to be $1, $2? You got to know that way ahead of time. And some of that's going to be split testing. Now, the age group that I go for is around 40 to maybe 57. Yes. The reason is because I got this back in, I think it was Quantcast, and I don't even know if it's around, but that was what was Warrior Forum. And Warrior Forums was the forum where everybody was on. Sometimes it says 26,000 people are looking at the sale, the forum at the same time, looking for products to purchase. From there, what you want to do is that don't just put Facebook on the side, do mobile, do the in-stream, and then do the right-hand side. What I do is I break them up. And the reason I break them up because I want to know what's more effective. Is it mobile? Is it the in-streaming or the right side? Where did I find out the most effective? Most people are doing streaming on the phone, so I basically go straight up with the mobile phone. But I set up separate campaigns for the streaming.
I actually signed up for Choir today.
What's that?
Choir. I'll put the link in here. It's $149 a month, but you get 30 days free. So I'm just doing the 30 days free, so I can split test my ads, which is really pretty cool if you think about it. So I mean, it's 30 days free of doing Facebook ad split testing. They don't ask for credit card or anything upon sign up.
Yeah, try it out. See what happens. You might come up with something. Say, hey, you know what? This is the best thing since sliced bread. Because here's the thing, guys, and I learned this a long time ago. I don't knock anything because a lot of times I'm proven wrong. And I'll be the first one to tell you I'm wrong. But if I discourage you, then all of a sudden you find a diamond. I messed it up for everybody. So that's why my word is like, try it, let me know how it works, and maybe it might be the best thing ever. From there, don't go, I mean, you can do your split test on your ads, especially, don't go more than $5. You don't need to go more than $5. A lot of times I'll split something, test something, especially with video views, for under 70 cents. But that's learning, see here, and here's the other thing. In order for you to get those really cheap leads or views, you have to get your, after you've done so many Facebook ads, Facebook kind of trusts you, knows that you know what you're doing. So you're going to find out at time that you're going to get much cheaper the more ads you put out. That's why I put out maybe 1 to 2 ads a day. Because I'm getting remember when Howard was here? He says, I get 1 penny views, sometimes 6 cents or 5 cents of views. And he says that's impossible, or you can't get Facebook video views. I get 1 penny views. And I feel that Facebook is much more effective than YouTube advertising. Why? Because I've tested both of them out. And this is for high ticket products. I mean, this is like not even 10, it's a lot higher than, 5 figures. So where I'm getting the most impact is through Facebook ads. I haven't tried Google AdWords. I'm not as fluent in them, to be honest. Also, I like Facebook ads because so far it's more mysterious. So a lot of people don't do it. Even your JV managers that are besides me, they don't do Facebook ads. What they do is they tag everybody, and then they start all this drama on Facebook, and they're sitting there cursing them out or blocking them. It's because they don't know how to do Facebook ads. Learn Facebook ads. I mean, it is the way of the future. It's not going nowhere, and it's been around for a while, and it's only going to get, you're going to be somebody to actually be looked up to because you know Facebook ads later on. And it's not difficult. I promise you it's not difficult. I mean, I'm not, and Griff will tell you, I'm not the techiest person out there. But if I have to figure something out and I see the money, I'll know better than anybody else out there, and I'll learn it quick. Facebook ads is not going anywhere. Learn all your advertising. Learn your YouTube advertising, your Google AdWords. Believe it or not, LinkedIn. Okay, I have a friend that and actually Griff was with him. He sold out of $1 million territory on Instagram. They got his lead for. It only takes one, but you want to know everything about all the advertising ranges. Questions? Just ask me, man. I really have. I mean, I'm giving you decades of information, and you have questions, ask. Let me tell you about the Warrior 4 and why I didn't go. Is because I plan on going to the JV Zoo one. The JV Zoo one, I'm not going to tell you who's playing there because I've been sworn to secrecy. I know, but you're going to get a rock star who's going to be there. I'm not going to give hints, otherwise I know I won't be pimped to go there. You know what I'm saying? If you get, and here's the thing, when you go to these events, it's okay to sit in the crowd and watch these things, but the pros and the gurus and the guys that know really what's going on are sitting at the bar making lifelong friends and $1 million partnerships. And then all the newer people are usually, well, it's up to you if you want to go. I've sat in them before, but most of those guys are not sitting there watching the presentations. You'll find that out. I mean, that's that thing. So if you do go to events, sit at the bar, talk to them, make relationships, get business deals going. Very important. You might become friends with somebody that's similar to me who can send you 100 sales. That'll pay for your whole trip there. I mean, I hope I answered that question because Tom was like, I don't miss you or anything. I mean, it would have cost me a lot of money to go there because of what I'm doing right here. I mean, I have so much stuff I'm going. I mean, I'm going to Relding right now tomorrow, but that's not for internet marketing. It's something that's much bigger. And then here's the other thing. Focus on one thing. Don't be all over the map. If you want to do product creation, focus on product creation. Okay, you don't have as much time and energy to actually focus on 2, 3, 4, 5 things. You're not going to make no money. It's like trying to go out with 2 or 3 girls at once. You can get one, but you're going to miss the other ones. I tried to do that. I was stupid. I mean, I'll tell you stories later on, but if you want to win, you go for one thing at once. Very important. I like product creation. It's just something that does take more time, but you don't have to get in front of people. And you can make a lot of money. I can't say that you're not going to make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money. A lot of people are doing it, especially if you have a good speaking voice, you speak very good English. Helps to speak very good English, which both you guys do. And you can't be afraid to get on camera. If you want to get your presence out there, you're going to get people to know you, you better be on camera because seeing is bonding and it's building relationships. And they get to like what they see, especially if you have a personality. From there, I've said a lot really. Oh yeah, the offline business, like the guy I just signed up, there's a lot of money in that too. Here's the thing. Affiliate marketing and all this product creation, it's getting harder and harder to get in inboxes. Griff's gonna tell you that. I mean, at one time I was getting 25% into the inbox. I'm lucky to get 10%. Griff will tell you that firsthand. If you get maybe 100, maybe you get 100 in there, they click, whatever, but the click-throughs, you might be out of 500, you get 50 that click through if you're lucky.
I'll tell you on my last one with AWeber, my one AWeber list isn't that big. It's only got about 4,000 on it. 560 clicked it, opened it, but the click-through rate was out of that 500 was like 10.
See?
So what it makes me I just shake my head.
2%. So that's why I'm trying to get you guys to do offline also. Offline is not going anywhere.
So James, the proposition that you just made to your HVAC guy, what are you guaranteeing him? A first page ranking for a video?
I don't give guarantees.
Okay. So what's your proposition to him?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a website created for him, which I'll get done on Fiverr or something outsourced.
Okay.
I'll set him up with a fan page and a fan page. I'll get his,
Okay. So he doesn't have any internet presence then at all, huh?
you guys don't. Those are the best guys ever. Even if they did, they don't know what the hell they're doing. Or if they signed up with Yellow Pages, that's basically a golden egg, because they're just a directory. They'll never be found. You can get, for example, let's say, for example, best AC repair guy in Greenville. #1 AC guy in Greenville. You see where I'm going with this? Here's the thing. You just want to get them signed up. Then you can work on them to get them more leads. You're much better in your hands than somebody else's hands. That's not going to take, because they're not going to care as much as you are going to care. And then slowly you can build them up from there. All you want to get them to do is you want to get them hooked with you. Once you get them hooked,
I got a news flash for you. I sent my guys your link, Dave,
Yeah.
to that place where you were getting free 30 days.
Yeah.
You want to see his response? I'll put it in the chat. I asked him if we could duplicate it.
Jeez.
that's how fast things are.
Oh my word. Flippin' heck. That's
So-
that's 149 pounds a month.
And he's got over 3,000 users. So, that's how fast I work.
Wow.
So you can look for that in August.
Jeez. Fuck.
Here's the thing, you guys, why I sign these people up quicker than you do. I have the confidence. That's all it is. You have that confidence, you're going to sign them up. And you have everything inside the agency to get the job done. And then there's stuff being created all the time. Anything that's not in the agency that you need done, you can get on Fiverr. If you needed backlinks sent, you can get it done on Fiverr. Because if you have maybe $149 or $200 coming in once a month, use 20 of it to actually, to keep the guy up there. And if you do a little bit of work or anything, what the heck,
So can you get a decent site done on Fiverr?
I have actually my brother that makes it for me, but you can get it made. You don't need something that's crazy. I think that actually, if I remember, his grip had something. It was supposed to be a drag and drop HTML builder that was unhackable. I mean, his stuff is the best because if it's HTML, there's nothing to actually hack.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of rewriting my HTML builder. So,
But once he gets it out, there you go. It's so easy to use.
yeah, it's. I've said this before. It's probably the worst business decision I ever made in my life was to get involved with HTML, because it is a constant nightmare. WordPress is a constant nightmare.
It is.
So, what's the difference? You're talking about Google ranking and you're talking about page speeds. You're only talking about load times. If you're careful with what you do on WordPress and you don't have a zillion plugins in it, your load times can compete very easily. I keep my plugins to 3: a page duplicator, a security plugin, and InstaBuilder. On any of my marketing sites, there's very seldom more than 4 plugins on that website. WordFence for one, InstaBuilder, and then a page duplicate, because I clone all my pages. I build one page, and if I have an OTO or a JB page, I just clone it and redo it. I don't rebuild each one from scratch. I can build 5 pages in about 20 minutes, and all I got to do is modify the text.
You close it, yeah. Here's the
It's got to
thing.
be quick, easy, brain dead, stupid, easy. It's got to be that way.
You're worried about delivering, and let me tell you how to foolproof. I can guarantee results. And I'll tell you the difference of why I can guarantee results, where some of you guys may not be. I know how to Facebook advertising. I can zero in and zip code any zip code I want, and I can put a 5 or 10 mile radius, and I can send traffic to it and probably spend very little bit of money and still keep the bulk of the fee. And I can actually screenshot that and show proof of what I did. Or I can actually put a coupon for maybe $35 and run an ad like that for an AC checkup, or for a restaurant with a $5 coupon.
Here, I got something else for you. Remember I said look for it in August?
Yep.
Look in the chat. Now, I didn't say anything to my developer about the time frame.
There you go. He knows these guys.
My partner and I are always on the same wavelength for some strange reason. And it's much like James and I. But it's really cool when I can give them something and we come up with the same end result quickly. So, and that's what you have to, this didn't happen by, this particular partnership happened by accidents, but it was by divine presence. I'm sure of it.
Yes.
Everything happens for a reason. But if you don't put yourself out there, those things can't happen.
True. If you want to succeed in this group, you guys, if you want to make money, I know what you want or anything. You hear a lot of stuff from me. Some of it you're gonna throw away, and then you only remember what I said. But here's the thing. Number one is you got to focus. You got to focus on what you want to accomplish, what you want to be doing a year from now, 5 years from now. You want to be the best there is. You got to spend money in it. I'm not talking about with us. I'm talking about even with other coaches if you possibly. You can ask me, okay? But if you want to get to the next level, and I can help you. I can help you a lot, but you got to ask me questions. But sometimes I might not gel as much with you because maybe there's a reason you don't take as much action. Like, for example, I mentioned about the Facebook app. But inside, I was in Dr. Ben's at one time, not anymore. There wasn't a lot of Facebook teaching in there, more like theory and that kind of stuff and offline things. That was $97 a month. It's good for some people, but I wasn't as much for me because I'm a little bit maybe more advanced. You need to start doing what I'm mentioning every day. Start a Facebook ad, turn it off after 50 cents. Because that's the only way you're going to learn, I promise you. If you don't do what I'm saying, you're going to be like the other 697 people who was in Guy Smith or Asno's group, and there'll only be one person that succeeds. And that's just being honest. You guys are all smart. The difference is that there's always one or two that actually takes more action than anybody else, just runs with football. The money's there, I promise you. That now we all know that the money's there. The second thing is people are actually doing it. Okay, then it's proven. The third thing, you not have the knowledge not to do it. I promise you one thing, you have more knowledge than I have when I first started, and you have more tools than I ever had. The only difference is that you just basically have to have your game plan. You have to have what you're going to focus. If it's going to be product creation, it's going to be affiliate marketing, I don't care, or it's going to be offline. And then buy what you need to take yourself to the next level. If you can ask me, I'll mention, I say, hey, you know what? Fred Lam's stuff is great stuff. If you're not following Fred Lam, FredLam, you should be. He has every Tuesday for 2 hours, I think it's 2 hours. He has it where he's going into Facebook advertising. Mention me, we'll open the curtains for you. Him and I are really good friends. He's taught me a lot about Facebook advertising. Now, here's the difference between why I learned Facebook advertising and a lot of people don't. A lot of you guys don't go through the products or the courses or the video things. That's fine. I go through everything 3 to 4 times. I watch the videos over and over and over. The reason is because I always pick up stuff I didn't learn before. I also want to be the best there is with Facebook advertising. I don't want anybody to be a better JV manager than me. I have problem, and it's probably maybe an OSD, but I have to be number one in everything I do. If you want to be successful, I feel you have to pick up that virus that I have. You have to be, you want to beat everybody. If I'm not number one, and Griff will tell you this, I'm pissing and moaning, and I'm upset. But that's one thing I want to mention. So you have to have a huge desire to succeed.
Do you only run Facebook video ads, or do you run image ads also?
I found out that when I'm doing an ad, I like a stimulus. And what I do is I run a live stream, and then I run money to it. So I use the power of both. Remember what I told you before, that with my organic one, I got much more traffic to that than the paid part, right? And Griff wanted that proof, which I shot him, and that will be on the Video Matrix page. I like things moving. I don't know if you guys fish. Do you actually just throw your bait down there, or do you kind of?
Yeah.
That's just how, and that's just what I do. It depends on your image. If your image is kick-ass, it might convert better. What did I tell you before to do? Split test. Split test it. Also split test it on the different, on mobile is one. In-stream is a second split test. Third is a right-hand side. You also split test on your age groups. You split test on your female or male. See what I'm talking about? You're collecting what? Data. You have to be data seekers. If you're not collecting data, you don't know what's working. I know what works. That way I basically have, like for example, if I'm going for the AC guy that's here or anything that's walked in here, I know where his customer base is. It's house owners. And you can target a lot of different stuff. I love, it depends on what you're promoting. I like the United States. I make much more money with the United States than England or anything else. I found that out, so I don't waste my time with any other countries besides the USA. Be data seekers. Get everything you can of whatever you want to study as your niche. If it's offline, know more about offline than anybody else, even more than the person who teaches it. I really do. I just started, I mean, I knew about Facebook ads, but I really just been diving into it maybe about a month ago. And I can honestly probably say I probably know Facebook ads better than any other guru, so-called guru out there. And I got proof of what I actually do. I got proof of when I get penny clicks for the United States, which is unheard of. But I keep on twisting and tweaking and getting more courses, and I invest in myself. And these products, I get review copies of almost anything I want. But if I see something I really like, I purchase it because I don't want to be locked out. Any other questions? I hope I inspired you, really. Because I really care about you guys, and that's the thing about it. And I swear to God, I get up in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes miss my turn because I'm thinking about you guys. And the reason I'm thinking about you guys is because I really want you to make money. But I know what's stopping you is your confidence. Because once you got the confidence, you can walk up and ask for the 149. Say, I'm normally 497, but let me tell you what I can do for you. You can close at 5 freaking minutes. But you got to practice it. I've done this over 1,000 times. You have to have balls. You ain't got balls, man. You're not going to. Because if you're doing product creation, okay, you got to have these affiliates. These affiliates going to teach you. That's what you're going to get. And you got to basically say, you know what? That's okay. You know what happens? And Griff will tell you this. I ask them next month when I'm actually launching something. Am I right, Griff?
Oh, yeah.
They tell me that all the time, and sooner or later, maybe the third time I ask them, they come over me. That's it. You got to keep going. You got to keep, because it's a lot easier than taking ditches or working for a boss. I mean, so you heard what I said. You know what you need to do, And here, I'm gonna leave you with this, and then shut this down or anything, because I think I need to make these smaller or shorter so that you get exactly what the bullet points are. Is that,
Here's a word for the day.
yeah,
Comment cleaner.
I'm going to say that's another thing. It's gonna be huge, but here's the thing: you guys gotta do something. Do something. And then here's another thing. I'm gonna leave you with this, and because I almost missed it, Dan. What would a person that, okay, say in 5 years, you follow what I said, probably be pretty successful. Am I right? After 5 years from now, most likely.
Yep.
Now, let's talk to a 5-year-older Dan. What would you tell yourself to start doing right now?
Facebook ads.
Totally 100%. Ask yourself, when you say to yourself, I don't know what to do, ask that 5-year-older Dan what to do. Because deep down inside, you already know what to do. I promise you. All I'm doing is I'm saying it over and over and over and over and over. There's nothing else out there. I can't tell you anything else. I'm just, to be honest. Ask the 5-year-old Dave. Dave, what would 5-year-old Dave tell you what to do? What would he tell you to focus on? You got all the answers.
Yep.
Don't put no roadblocks. I can't do this. I don't know enough. You know more than anybody else out there. I promise you that. You know more about it than these guys are creating $100,000 launches. I promise you that. Why do I know that? Because I know them. All right, man. I'm gonna close it down. Think what I got to say. I'll post this video up, and you don't need to watch it again. You know everything. You just need to do something. That's it. Facebook ads. Learn the freaking Facebook ads. It's not brain
Yeah,
surgery.
this new ad platform, the one we were talking about before, the one we're going to develop, it's going to go out at $97 a month and $9.95 annually. It's going to be an elite piece of software. It's not going to be for the average asshole because nobody's going to buy it.
Mhm.
Guys that are serious about their Facebook marketing, they need a serious tool. This one's going to be a serious tool. It will not be part of agency. It will be on its own.
All right, guys.
That's the August launch?
Huh? You guys will all get
August?
it. Yeah, it'll be in August.
Okay.
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna let you go. If you have any questions, ask. Try to have questions written down before the Wednesdays or anything. I promise you get more out of it. Just think. Trust me. You guys are getting in for a song in advance. I'm telling you. You don't understand what people used to pay me. Okay, I'm not bullshitting you. I had people beg. They would ask, "What do you want?" I would turn them down. So it's all up to you to actually pick my brain, ask me questions. I mean, because you know what, there may be some time when I might not be as available. You know, so
I'm never available.
I mean, I'm going to, but I'm trying to put a scare in you, to be honest. You know, because if I say, of course I am going to be available, but I'd rather put a scarcity in. Because I want you guys to get going now instead of later.
You know how many people want to talk to me? I don't talk to anybody. I don't have time.
I don't either. I have people begging me for testimonials. I can show you screenshots, and I'm giving you testimonial. You know, and they said, you know what? And it's an Airvin launch. It's going to be probably a 400, 500,000. They said we need your launch. We need your testimony to make this thing convert.
Yeah, I need you guys to be successful. That's what I need. That's my goal.
You're our testimonial, man. I mean, so anyway, just do it. You know, write down what you need to do today and just do it. Do one thing today. Do one thing today to actually get yourself further. There's no reason that you're not putting out products once a month or you're not making money. I'm telling you, I'm going to leave you. I can talk about this all day long. I have 14, 13-year-old kids that I used to freaking interview. I didn't even know they're 14, 15 years old. They're making $100,000 a year. Okay? It's no bullshit.
That's true.
I mean, the guy was from Israel, and he actually he changed his name to sound more like an American, and he couldn't even go drink when he was up there in the JV Zoo thing. Okay? And his partner, Dan DeSilvia, you guys know Dan DeSilvia? I think he was 17, 18 years old. And then you know the other guy that was working with him. Okay? You guys have no excuse. These guys didn't even know nothing in the beginning, but they latched on to somebody called Devin Zander. All right, man. I'm not gonna.
I got a question for everybody. The reason being I've got your ear and I was just asked the question. So let's see if you guys think it's valuable. He says, we can provide another script for auto replying on comments. It's not in agency right now. Do we want it?
So it's a bot. It's a Facebook Messenger bot.
It's going to be, it'll be another bot for auto replying on comments.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's also on your live streaming thing too. You have an auto reply.
We'll add it into everything. I'm just going to tell them, go with it.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later, and just do what I say. I mean, inactivity will get in shit. I mean, I'd rather be straight up and honest. I mean, you want to get the same thing you've been getting in the last 5 years? Keep doing what you've been doing the last 5 years. You want to change? Change it. Do one thing to put money in your pocket. Watch a Facebook. Go watch some Facebook videos. It's not freaking hard. I promise you that. And if any questions, I'll fill in this question. I'll fill in this question. Anyway, have a good day. Enjoy your weekend.
Hey guys.
Later on.
Thank you.
See you later, guys.